Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I guess, season 2 of Hot and Chill Takes with Eric and
I didn't even know
Sean.
you started it. I thought you'd give me a countdown.
I thought about it, but I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Hell
you're
no,
like,
hell
fuck
no.
it. All I heard before you did your intro was,
That was your
that's all you.
countdown, was me moaning.
Yeah, that was like, what the fuck? But anyways, how's it going, Eric?
It's going all right.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done a podcast episode. The last one
Yeah.
was funny enough about the start of World War III, and here we
Oh
are,
man, I feel
baby.
like here we are. Yeah, I don't know how
Oh
many
yeah,
months it was ago. I know it's been a couple at least, but
yeah.
yeah, it's a little unfortunate that things are kind of going crazy, and I don't think the topic we're talking about is also in that positivity, right, Eric?
Of
But
course not, man.
this is going to be pretty much open conversation in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
tone.
yeah.
So if you guys are basically want to talk about something similar as what we're talking about, well, grab your snacks and get ready and have some fun with us.
Yeah, because for those who are watching for the first time, the Hot and Chill Takes isn't supposed to be like a political
Nope,
podcast series, but I keep
absolutely
bringing
not.
it up. Like, there's not a single
Uh,
episode I think in the show where it just doesn't turn political.
like CNN should hire Eric at least. Like, don't even hire me if you're tight on space headcount. Just
Yeah.
hire Eric. He would fit in quite well.
Probably,
You know,
yeah, but for
I'll be a
and
professional reference for you.
oh, thank you, Boo. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Okay, but I guess for anyone here that's watching,
Yes.
that likes Trump and the MAGA movement, kill
Uh oh.
yourself. No, I'm kidding.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
No,
Uh
just
oh.
unsubscribe because I'm. This show ain't gonna be you. I will personally shit talk about Charlie Kirk in about 5 minutes. I'm kidding. Oh man.
Damn. Damn. That's
Uh,
crazy.
but no,
That's
I'm
crazy.
just not a Trumpy. You ain't gonna like it. I ain't gonna like you. So just unsub, go away, dislike, whatever it is you gotta do.
And listen, to back up some stuff
Yes.
of what we're talking about or what we've been talking about or what we will in the future, just understand, all right, that
Yeah.
I get it. Everyone has their opinion and beliefs to respect or follow what they like or what they don't like, right? We all
Yeah.
get it. Everyone has different opinions. So again, just understand anything that is being said, especially from me, because I try to be as neutral as possible without seeming
Yeah,
like
you
I'm gonna
do.
start a World War III.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
basically just understand everyone has an opinion, everyone has a voice, so just understand it. You don't have to agree with what things we say or what we
True,
are
true.
arguing for, because sometimes there's things where Eric and I, we see differences too, but
Yeah.
it's just like we're just talking, and just because we're talking in related to hot and chill takes, that's what it
Yeah.
is. There's going to be
Yeah.
times where we
Uh,
talk about some heated talks. There's
yeah.
going to be times we talk about some really chill talks. 99% will be hot,
Yep.
but
Yep.
just
Yep.
understand, we're here just because we're having a good time, and we're just here to
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah,
Just here to show
we're
it
in
to,
the end of the
you
day,
know.
we're two bums talking and giving our thoughts on what's going on in the world, or just whatever the fuck we feel like talking about.
And we're interested if, in case people do actually watch, especially some of my friends that if they do watch, what we're talking about. If there's things where you guys do want to join the conversation to, let us hear your thoughts. What are your opinions and thoughts, and open to perspectives.
Yeah,
That's about it.
of course.
So
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. Sorry. I'm just like,
No, let's get
oh.
to it.
All right,
Let's
but
get
I
to
guess
it.
for those watching in the video, they already know what we're going to be talking about. So in today's
Okay.
episode, we're going to be talking about what grinds our gears. And
Oh shit.
yeah, and the reason I kind of came up with this idea for this episode is because
Oh
I've been
yeah.
doing a lot of adulting lately.
Oh.
I've had to call the bank because I've been jobless for a minute, so I've missed payments. So they've been calling me multiple times daily. Would not leave
Oh
me
really?
alone.
Damn.
Yep, God, whatsoever. So they were basically me. You need to give us money, God damn it.
Crazy.
Yeah, and like I had to deal with that, and
Bunch of
then
bunch of yappers at Yappington Bank, right? Bank of
honestly,
Yappington.
yeah, the Bank of Yappington. You're right. You're right. But yeah, but basically, like they wanted me to make a payment like by the next day, and I'm like, I haven't gotten paid, but yeah, I'll figure something out, jackass.
Yeah.
And I have two banks, and apparently, what pisses me off the most is the fact that you cannot transfer your like money to your different bank immediately. That it takes like 3 to 4 days. And I'm
Really?
like, yeah. And it like really gets on my nerve.
And I bet you if you want it faster, that's where they charge you.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah, yeah. Some banks they
Charge you a
do charge
processing
you.
fee or
Yeah,
whatever the hell you call it.
which is so
Yeah.
stupid. Like it is my money. I should be
Yeah.
allowed to instantly transfer different banks if I link
Yeah.
the account and I prove that it's me doing it. But they're like,
Yeah.
sorry, it's still gonna take 3 to 4 days, and I don't know. That shit just really pisses me off.
No, yeah. I mean, even just to elaborate a little bit with
Yeah,
like banks or I think it's just any institution where it involves money, whether you have money with that institution. But this is a thing where I've ranted to you before, Eric,
yeah,
was my 401k, right? Like my
yeah,
retirement funds of like all the money that I accumulated over my time of working in corporate, right? Is,
yeah,
I have, money being accrued and generated over time in 401k with depending on the employer and depending on the institution, right? I'm not going to list them because there's so many of them, right? But it's so annoying that one of the things that's frustrating, this is what I'm going to have to do, is, anytime, uh, when you have funds from previous employers you're not part of anymore, and you're trying to transfer them to your new 401k account that you're now active as under another new employer, which is your current new employer, I have to figure out how to transfer those funds to that account. And sometimes it's not always easy because, especially if it's from one institution to another institution, of course, the one that is housing your money currently, which is the old employer, 401k account,
mm,
those people are going to be like, no, we want you to keep it here because at the end of the day, even though you're not working over there and you're not accruing any more money because you're not working for them anymore, you still got to pay the interest fee or whatever fees, and it's not like a lot, but over time, you're still paying these fees. So
yeah,
it's like, no matter what, ideally, you should try to just keep all your 401k funds in a consolidated one account. You don't want to have it in all different types of websites and then you lose kind of track on it. You kind of get confused because when it comes
yeah. That
time to
sounds awful.
retirement, you want to have all these whatever money that you have been saved all these years of working, at least you want to have this money and you want to have this reminder of saying, yeah, I want to withdraw all this money out, so um my tip to anyone that works in corporate like I do, or that also has a 401k account, keep it all in one account. If it means you got to go through the hell, which is probably what I'm gonna have to do, given my past employer and trying to convert it to my current employer 401k, is I'm gonna have to transfer these funds, and hopefully the transfer process is gonna be not gonna be pain. But the last time I did it, man, it lasted like a month or two in terms of trying to get all this situated and cleared out, and basically on the phone multiple times to try to talk to this institution versus this institution. So it's like it's just really annoying. So my tip: try to keep it all consolidated, clean, and honestly, if it means you have to annoy the fuck out of them, at the end of the day, it's your money, guys. Like. I'm always on top of my money. Eric knows. And
Yep,
so
yep.
I will take whatever measures to make sure that, hey, I know where my money is at all times, and I want to make sure my money is going to the right place of where I want it to be. So that's my pet peeve, not knowing where my money is, and if I do know where my money is and where I want it to be, if they give me problems, that really grinds my gears. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's understandable. I didn't even
Yeah.
think that that's how like a 401ks work.
Yeah, I mean, over time when you work in corporate, right? It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, you'll get paid typically bi-weekly. I mean, obviously any company could depend, but typically, in American corporate jobs or just jobs in general, they pay you bi-weekly. And as you get paid bi-weekly, your 401k does some of that contributions money that you earn also goes into that 401k. And then sometimes the employer also matches that as well. So over time, as you're working in that company, over time, months, years, whatever,
yeah,
you're gonna slowly but surely rise up that 401k money account that you're gonna get money when you do retire at age, I don't know what it is now, 65, 67, whatever it is. So then when you withdraw it, all those money, you're gonna see how much money you've accrued. That's your retirement savings, quote unquote. Obviously, it's never gonna be enough for retirement because everything's getting expensive. But
true.
you know, you get to see kind of watching that money account grow. But what's annoying is just the fact that, yeah, you should definitely understand, like with 401k accounts, there's going to be some things you do know and some things you don't know. Of course, I'm going to know like not much of it because, again, I'm not really thinking about retirement, so I'm not at that. But it's nice to at least know what your money is looking like or where it's going. And if it's not in the place you want it to be, address that. before it's like you're too old or you're like too lazy to deal with this shit. Do it while you still have energy and young. Um,
True. Yeah.
so
Man.
I definitely try to get on top of my money, even like with my money in my checkings account, um, in different accounts, etc. So definitely always stay on top of your money, guys. Is my tip. I'm not trying to sound like a finance, business, tech savvy guy, but I mean money's important.
Can you be
Sadly,
my
I mean that's the world.
finance accountant?
I kind of low key would. I'll be your financial advisor. And if I see you spending too much on like
Oh, Funko
money on
Pops.
some things, yeah, Funko Pops. I'll be like, hey, Eric,
I'm keeping
don't
them in
buy shit,
business, man.
motherfucker.
I'm keeping them in business. God,
Yeah,
did you actually
And
hear
then you
that they
tell
might be going out of business? My
what
heart.
Funko Pop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bless, God
No,
bless.
no bless, no bless, you bastard.
Yeah, because I don't want you to spend anymore. And then if you tell,
You
and then
just
if I
want
ask you,
anything
hey,
that makes me
if we
happy to
hang
go
out,
away.
no. Yeah, and then if I ask you, hey, we should hang out, and then you tell me, no, I'm short of money, then I'm gonna be like, oh, why don't you look behind you of all the Funko Pops or whatever, wherever the hell you put them?
And they'll be worth it.
Yeah, but you don't want to
all
hang out
those,
with your boy.
all those
Go
eyes,
out to a
all
nice
those
dinner,
black solid eyes staring at me while I jerk it in my room.
dude. Wait, but how is Funko Pop going out of business? I thought they were doing well.
No, they sadly like last year they started losing money, and they're like, damn, yeah, if this year
Because they're
doesn't turn
raising
it
their prices,
around.
bro. They're raising their prices like bitches.
My boyfriend thinks it's because they make so many Funkos of like characters that people don't really care for. They just gotta do the popular ones and that's it. We don't
They
need
really
one of
do.
every
I
character.
mean, if there's a series or if there's like something correlated to a show or a game
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, you can bring more characters in, go ahead, but definitely try to get your money profit off of the main characters or the appealing characters that people are gonna like or there's gonna be a huge following. For example, Pokemon, for example, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna go crazy on the Pikachu or the Eevees, but they're not gonna go crazy on a fucking Jinx, right? Or a fucking ugly ass Pokemon that they're like, I didn't even know this was a Pokemon. I thought this name of a Pokemon was a type of medicine, because
Yeah.
believe it or not, there's some Pokemon's names that you might think is a medication, but it ends up not being a medication.
Which
So,
one? Which one? Out of curiosity, which one in your opinion is the one most people would think is a medicine?
what's an example? I don't know. I mean, there's so many different Pokemon names. I don't have one in the top. Let's say Xerneas.
That's
Right?
who's the fuck?
That's
is
a Pokemon. That's a legendary Pokemon in Generation 6 or in the Kalos region.
That
It's
does
a
sound
fairy
like
type.
a medicine.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll try to find a picture and send it to you in Discord. But yeah, like that's literally a Pokemon, like a legendary Pokemon name, but it's pronounced Xerneas, and it's spelled Xerneas, and it's like, okay, I didn't know that was a Pokemon name. I thought that was a type of drug, or whatever. So
You
you'd be
got
surprised,
any
bro.
headaches, minor discomforting? Try whatever the fuck that Pokemon's name was.
For real. Yeah, I just sent it to you. That's Xerneas. That is Xerneas right there.
Let's see.
Hell, if you
Oh,
want.
that's
pop it
the
up.
deer fucker.
Yeah, that's his name, Xerneas.
Tail.
There you go,
Xerneas. Man.
Xerneas.
So what's another thing
There you
you would say that like grinds your gears?
Um,
I forgot
I
that was
think
the top
another
of the
thing.
episode.
No, yeah, you're good. Hey, I mean, it's fine if it goes to a long session.
You're right. You're right.
Because sometimes our podcast goes short too.
I know,
sometimes,
right?
too.
Yeah. I think though we had one that was almost an hour long.
Oh yeah, let's hope it doesn't get to it. But,
Yeah. But hey, fuck
another
it, right?
one. Yeah, fuck it, right? Another one. I think. I mean, this is something that I think Eric can definitely agree with me on this. Is when
Yeah.
people don't really follow through with what they say. I get this a
Yeah.
lot with family, especially, and that's why, unfortunately, I mean, I don't want to go too personal, but that's why some relatives will call it. I'm not really in great talking terms with them because it's just like they don't really follow suit with their word. And I mean, you see that a lot in modern culture and society too. I mean, this
Yeah.
could be in any business transaction. It can be with any promise from people, socially or professionally. I mean, people say one thing and then they end up meaning the other, or they're like, oh, I don't remember saying this, you know. So I think it's just people not sticking through with their words or their actions to their words is kind of a
What
gear
grinds your
grinder to
gear.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like I like to see people where you follow through. If I always tell my family too, because they fall a lot under mistake with this is don't get your hopes up too high. If something's too good to be true, it's probably not true. If something sounds too good, it's probably not true. But don't expect like the worst either. Like still try to keep a positive mindset, but just understand people are human. Like at the end of the day, people will say things doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna follow through. So just always be skeptical and neutral with
Yeah.
how you think or how other people think. I mean, especially if it's but if it's people where you care about more. Like let's say if I care a lot about Eric, he's my best friend.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I'm gonna value his opinion more than other people. I'm like, I don't know this person, right? It just
Yeah.
depends on the kind of um audience you're with, right? And then it's to your discretion and to your choice of how much do you want to take their word, right?
Yeah.
But again, like everyone makes mistakes, but then sometimes people abuse them and they just use them to their advantage, and they always just don't follow through. So just be mindful with that. But that's a gear grinder to me, especially I see that a
You
lot
know,
with
that's fair.
work, and I see that a lot with family,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So yeah. How about you?
God, I've been trying to think of what else like pisses me off, and okay, this might be weird, but I don't know about you, but goddamn, people do not know how to drive anymore.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, that's why you see a lot of road rage.
Yep,
That's why
yep.
you see a lot of people complaining. I complain on when I'm driving of some bitch not signaling when she's switching lanes, or someone that just is brake checking me, or
Yeah.
someone speeding up where he's basically almost about to hit my bumper, or
Goddamn.
someone's not going on green when it's fucking green, or the speed limit is 50 but this bitch ass is going 30. It's like there's
Yeah.
so many different situations on the road. I
Dude,
just
I
listed five
know.
of them in a span of 20
Dude, last
seconds
night
you
I was
know
behind this car and they were driving so fucking slow. And then of course they're turning
yeah,
down the same road I gotta go down. And
Jesus.
then they slowly drove into their fucking driveway.
Let's just say, guys, my tip for any driver, new or experienced, please follow the driving rules correctly. And if you're going to do something where you don't think it's really in good practice, maybe just don't do it. um, and
Honestly,
uh,
yep, yep.
and I guess for especially, I mean, this might be a political hot take,
Ooh.
not political, but a hot
Oh.
take.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're at a certain age too, like especially if for the more wiser older people,
Yes.
individuals, you
Yeah.
know, because I admit, right,
Mhm.
older people, they're gonna drive a little slower. That's
Yeah.
that's just their nature.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
fair.
we should be mindful of them, but also too, I don't know if there should be like an age limit,
Oh, they definitely
but
should. There definitely needs
but
to be an age
but
limit.
the other spectrum around it where there's too many young drivers, yeah, I'm talking about you fucking teenagers that just got a permit or a license. Yeah, you fuckers. Yeah, stop annoying the rest of the world. I'm talking
Honestly,
about
dude.
the rest of us that actually has years of experience, all right? I don't want you to speed. I don't want you to fucking piss us all off. We're all
I
trying to
know.
get to a place from school, from point A to point B. Don't fuck us up. All right, is all I'll say. But yeah, I gotta be fair, right? If I'm
Yeah,
talking to the old, I gotta target the young.
Yeah, yeah. There, I
And we're in the
definitely
middle.
do
We're
think
old as shit.
16-year-olds should not be allowed to drive. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
I
honest.
mean,
They should not be
yeah,
allowed to drive.
yeah. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? I mean, even my boss, where she
Yeah.
just told me her son, where he just got a license or whatever, and the speed limit's like 60 or whatever on the highway,
Yeah.
and this motherfucker's going like 80, 90. It's
God
like,
damn.
bro, slow the fuck down. And I mean, of course, my boss or his
Yeah.
mom, yelled at him and saying, hey, you shouldn't be speeding like that. You can get in trouble, get your license suspended, and insurance is gonna cost you a lot, cost the family a lot, right?
Yeah.
Because they're not cheap, especially for the teenagers that just got a license. So again, guys, follow your rules. Be mindful. Everyone makes mistakes, but just follow the rules most of the time.
I,
Just
I honestly
drive
think
safe, guys.
at this point, everybody who has a license needs to go to the DMV yearly.
To retest.
Yes, because I swear to God, they passed literally anyone that showed up. There are
For me is
so many people I've seen drive where they don't
yeah.
pay attention. When they're too
Dude, that's
damn
just been
fast,
annoying
they're
for
too
me.
damn slow.
See, I don't know about every year for me.
Yeah.
For other people, go for it. I feel like there should be a good test indicator of like if they know, hey, this guy is on the lesser side of skilled drivers. Yeah, it's probably test them. If they don't have a good history with criminal background, driving, whatever traffic stops,
Yeah.
whatever tickets, whatever. Yeah, test them. If younger people, test them. But for someone like me, where I've been driving since 17, and I've not gotten any ticket, and been following the laws or whatever,
Yeah.
they're doing good practice. I mean, sure, we'll retest them, but don't retest them so often. I think there's got to be a difference between bad drivers and good drivers and great drivers. Do a kind of a tier list,
Great drivers
and
don't
then
exist anymore.
yeah, great drivers do not exist, especially in America,
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely
Especially
not.
in
Yeah, no,
America.
well, I don't know, man. I heard in some places around the world there is no speed limit. You match everyone's speed, or you probably get ran the fuck off the road.
Jesus. But yeah, people are just sometimes too much, right? Sometimes they're
Yeah.
just too much. But yeah, no, I agree with that. Is bad drivers can be a gear grinder.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got another thing, or do you need more time to think? Cause I thought of something else, too.
Yeah, I need a little bit more time.
All right.
Uh,
Well,
and I
here's
mean, if you want to remind me of what we talked about, because I know we did talk a little bit of it before we started
yeah.
the recording of gear grinders, so I'm just having a brain fart. But yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, another thing that really grinds my gear. Again, this has to do with car people. This has to when their
Okay.
engines are just so fucking loud, where they keep going.
Oh, yeah, the
Like
people
that
that
shit just
just does
piss.
those
Yeah, it's like I get it. Your
those
dick is
car
small.
modifications. They think
Yeah.
that like in Fast and Furious or some shit,
Yeah,
man.
dude, that shit just pisses me off. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is so unnecessary. Like,
yeah,
like I get it. Your dick's small, but you don't
yeah.
gotta blow
Uh,
up my damn eardrums.
It's just so stupid, so
Yeah.
stupid. Um,
Um.
but I think
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
gear grinder for me, uh, I think it's just how often we have to, I don't know, if buying or investing, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
in like our technology products.
Yeah.
Eventually they get to a certain point where you gotta buy a newer version, a
Oh
new
yeah.
phone, you know, or like your PC parts, right?
Yeah.
They get to a certain age, you gotta replace them. I think like technology, I get it. It's so accessible, it's great. It helps operates our day to day in our world, in the society nowadays. But it's just like at some point, it's like we keep on fucking having to upgrade year after year. Things aren't getting cheaper. I mean, especially with like smartphones too. Smartphones are a minimum $1,000 plus,
Yeah.
and you gotta get a new phone after this amount of years. It's like
And then there's people that
Jesus
get
Christ.
phones the second the new one's announced. I
The
just
new
got
one
this
comes
phone like
out
6 months ago, but Apple's
six
got a
months
new
ago.
phone.
Yeah, it's just like
like
Jesus,
like Apple
man.
already emailed me being like, "Hey, do you want to pre-order the newest iPhone?" I'm like, "No."
Just Jesus Christ.
Like I
It's
literally
just like
got like the iPhone 16, like not
I
even a
think I
year.
just hate. I think a gear grinder is just related to that. It's just like things are getting too expensive.
I
When
know.
there should definitely be some sort of ethical price point of how much things should cost, depending on how much productivity it is or
Yeah.
whatnot. But some things are just so expensive or getting expensive. It's just getting ridiculous. I mean, even groceries is getting expensive too. It's like
Oh
at the
yeah,
end of the day,
definitely.
people are buying need to buy groceries to be able to eat, every day, every night, for meals.
Yeah.
It's like you keep charging it. It's like at some point, right, people are gonna go out and eat, but it's like not necessarily is the food you go out to eat in like restaurants or whatever necessarily the healthiest. Sure, they might be tasty,
Yeah.
but in terms of a diet perspective, it might not be the healthiest. And people just gotta understand too, like there's some healthy foods, some unhealthy foods, but everything's just going up in price. And I think that's just a gear grinder. It's just everything's getting expensive.
Oh yeah,
Whether
yeah,
it's technology,
definitely.
food, just anything's getting expensive. You
I
know?
know, right?
It's just let us enjoy life, man. If you're gonna give us hell and our paychecks ain't moving that much, like stop increasing costs, man.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
fucking annoying.
Honestly, yeah. What honestly pisses me off, what grinds my gear is okay. This might go a little political, but
That's fine.
but yeah, like
Where's
you.
my $5?
Shut up. um. Okay. So, but yeah, like as you were saying, like how expensive things have gone because of Trump's tariffs. The whole fucking reason why everything keeps going up is because of his tariffs. That it fucking took, like I think Congress or the House of Senate to finally just declare Trump's tariffs are illegal. After a whole fucking year of price increasing, they're like, "Oh, now it's finally illegal." Like that pisses me off, dude. That should have been dealt with immediately, like within the first week of Trump's like office. They should have been like, "Hey, buddy, yeah, this
Yeah,
isn't legal."
yeah,
But
yeah.
no, they were too busy deep throating the fuck, and now we can't afford nothing.
For real, for
I
real.
know, like it's ridiculous, dude.
You know what's even frustrating? If we're
What's
talking
up?
about here in Chicago, I mean, even the situation with the Bears, where they might possibly play in Indiana, the fact that the
Oh
city of
my god,
Chicago,
yeah, I
where
forgot about that.
they're one of the richest, you know, U.S. cities, where they're most one of the more populated cities, you know. And it's like, yeah, everything's getting expensive, but they definitely have the funds, especially with how much they're charging tax and shit in the city. They definitely have enough to compensate to help out the Bears a little bit to make sure they stay in Chicago or at least in Illinois and play in the state of Illinois and be the pride and joy of the state of Illinois and just get a deal done with the stadium or whatever because at the end of the day, whatever stadium's being built for the Bears and by the Bears, you
Yeah.
know, it's not just going to host Chicago Bears games. It's going to host future big events that fans and people across the globe is going to come to Illinois to that stadium to see that event, whether it's a music concert, whether it's a huge sporting event, whether it's a huge entertainment event, something that's
Yeah.
hyped up. A lot of people from all over the world will pay top dollar to come to that stadium to watch or to see that entertainment. So it's like at the end of the day, they're going to get compensated right back in terms of the money they invest in the stadium because of the fact that they're keeping them here in Illinois. And it's just the fact
True.
that it takes Indiana so much effort that they're actually almost basically across the finish line to actually bringing the Bears to the state of Indiana. It's just the most outrageous thing that a person that has been in Illinois his whole life has to hear, and as a proud Chicago Bears fan too, to have to hear that we're not Chicago Bears living or playing in the state of Illinois. We have to play in fucking Indiana, even though we'll call it the Chicago Bears. It's just
Do you think they would
one of
change
the
it to
most
the
frustrating
Indiana
things.
Bears?
No, they're gonna keep the name, but they're just going to unfortunately might join the 10 plus teams in the NFL where
Yeah.
they do exist, where they are named after a city, but they
Mhm.
play in a different state or in a different entity of that city. I mean, New York football teams, they don't play in New York. They're playing in a stadium in New Jersey. San Francisco 49ers, they don't play in San Francisco. I forgot where they play, but they definitely don't play in San Francisco, So it's like
Yeah.
there's so many different teams that follow suits where just because they're named that city or that state, they actually don't play in that location. And I don't want the Bears to follow that, especially of how historic and nostalgic and legendary that franchise football team has been, you know?
True. Yeah.
Chicago Bears should stay in Illinois. Chicago Bears is Chicago Bears. It's not Indiana Bears. All
You're
right.
right.
So
You're
so
right.
city of Chicago, I'll fucking take a shot at JB Pritzker. I don't give a fuck who's down there in the government. Fucking get your shit together and get a deal done. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to get money back for sure.
True.
But that's one of the top gear grinders for me, especially
Yeah.
as of lately. Um, because I always hear that in the news. It's just so frustrating too. And then I hear it from coworkers because wow, Bears fans, and we have to talk about this shit. It's just a ridiculous thought. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah. No, like, oh man, another thing that's been grinding my gears lately is I've been
yeah,
seeing a lot of like political, because you know how right now the midterms are like coming up and like some elections
yeah,
are happening. So
right,
right now in Illinois, everyone trying to run for office and the mayor in the cities and like districts in Illinois and counties in Illinois are like I'm seeing a bunch
right.
of ads, and it's crazy because anytime a Republican comes, it is like the same fucking shit as every other Republican. Do you want illegals in your state, in your country, or in your town? Well, if you don't, vote for me because I'm gonna get them all out of here. Thank you for your time. They don't talk about how they're going to actually benefit Illinois or the city or the county other than, hey, you don't like brown people? Vote for me. I'll get them out.
That's crazy.
I know. And I'm
That's
like, geez, wow. Tell me you're not a white supremacist without telling me you're a white supremacist Republican.
for real.
Like, god damn.
No, I just there's always people that's gonna think whatever they think. It's just sometimes people have the craziest thoughts, and it's like yes, at the end of the day, I know at the start everyone has their opinions, but if there's something where it's just too outrageous, maybe it's just better keep it to yourself, or just say it to yourself before you sleep.
Yeah.
Because some things are
Say
better
to
not said
yourself to
than being
sleep.
said.
God
Yes,
damn.
everyone has an opinion, but sometimes opinions, if they're definitely very controversial, definitely
Yeah.
try to keep it reserved for sure. That's why I definitely try to hold back on things, especially on things
Yeah.
if I feel like it's definitely going to offend an audience.
And
I
then
definitely
there's
try to stay
me.
away. But I keep it within. Like I'll talk with Eric when it's the cameras
Yeah.
off. Yeah, this shit that pisses us off. Yeah, we'll go crazy.
Yeah.
But
You should
we
hear
ain't
the
gonna.
stuff that come out of the boys' mouth chats. Hard
Ah, wait a
R,
minute.
hard N.
Wait a minute.
I'm
This,
kidding. I'm
this,
kidding.
this
I'm
guy,
kidding.
wait a
I'm
minute, trying to
kidding.
trying to expose me out here. Hold the fuck up, buddy. This is Hot and Chill Takes, not expose Sean Take. All
You're right.
right,
You're right. That's gonna be
calm the
season
fuck
3,
down
though.
for
That'll
a
be season
second.
3.
No, not season 3. Another gear grinder, I'll say. Not politically related,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
Eric.
No. No. It's okay. It's
Um,
okay.
yeah. Is the fact of, I mean, this is gonna make me sound down bad a little bit,
Oh.
but this has been a gear grinder. It's
Yeah.
like the fact that, like, as a guy, right?
Mhm.
We have feelings for someone, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
to
You know, our
whoever,
PP gets
right?
hard
So,
and nips.
okay, well, I don't know about that, buddy. But if I have feelings for a girl, right?
Mhm.
There's times, and this is unfortunately has happened in my younger years of my life, where I
Yeah.
didn't even know the girl had interest in me, and this was a girl, and these were girls where, like, I didn't at first see them like that. I thought of them
Yeah.
as just like good friends and stuff, and I thought everything was natural.
Yeah.
And then it just comes down to where turns out they had all these feelings all this time, and I didn't take the memo. And then it's until months later where I'm like, oh, now I'm starting to develop this interest. By that time, she's lost the interest. And it's like, I think at the end of the day, it's just I get frustrated and my gears grind fucking annoyingly when
it's
girls
it's
do
that you
not
don't see
give
the
you the good
signs.
hint. They don't give you the good signs. I mean, girls, women, I love women. To all the women out there, please, if you're going to give signs to a guy, make it obvious for us guys. We
You're
don't
right.
want to
Yeah,
fuck
we're
anything up.
stupid. Yeah, we're dumb.
Listen, we are stupid. We don't want to fuck anything up. If you want something romantically between you and him, make that shit obvious to him. Because trust me, if he's hanging out with you, quote unquote hanging out, or
Yeah.
spending time with you, and he's in good vibes, and if you want to elevate that to another layer, another level, there's probably going to be interest from him as well if you showed him it. But he's not going to initiate it because the moment he does, it's going to come down to two situations. One, it will work out somehow, dramatically. Or two, it will fuck everything up and you guys will no longer be friends. And we don't
True.
want that, right? Because in life, there's going to be relationships and bonds where they are just not going to be romantically. There's sometimes those friendships are just meant to be friends and good friends, and it should be a natural feel to it. Like I have a good friend of mine who I've known her for going into 4 years now, but we talk on Discord, even though we haven't met in person. Yes, I'm outing her out. We talk and interact on an almost day-to-day basis, and we've developed a good friendship, even though it's an online virtual friendship. It's just the fact that that level of trust is there, but it's never going to be anything romantically there. But it's just the fact that that level of respect is there. So if you don't want the guy to fuck up that level of respect, and if you want that next level up, guys, girls, woman, please give the
Men.
guy a hint. Please give us better hints. We're stupid, man.
Yeah,
We don't want to fuck
honest.
anything
Yeah,
up,
we're dumb.
man. Like, god damn it. But that's a good grinder.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean,
Ah,
yeah. Another thing that grinds my gears, this ain't political or anything, or it's not even related to what grinds your gear, unfortunately. It's more of a something that I think you'll relate to me once you ever get a dog and you walk them. It's the fact that there are people, when I go walking my dog, they're on their phones and they're walking so slow. Meanwhile, my dog is like
oh,
barking and growling at them, and they're just looking at their phone, walking their dog, not paying any attention. And then, in the area I live, there's only really two options for me. I could keep going straight, I could keep tailing them, or I could turn around and go a completely different direction. And nine
You
out of
know,
10, I always have to be the guy to turn around and
yeah.
go somewhere else because God forbid the guy in front of me either picks up the goddamn pace or looks up from his goddamn phone. And it's always this one asshole
You
too,
know,
and
low
it
key,
pisses
I
me
can,
off.
low key, I can see that because it's like if you're taking care of a pet, you're
Yeah,
walking your pet, you don't even have the attention span to want to spend time with your pet. That the fact that you're on your phone,
yeah,
that is just such a bruh moment, a
I
red flag, whatever you want to call it. It's such that where it's like, listen, I get it. It might be something where you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. But at the end of the day, man, cherish it. Having a pet should be something to be grateful for and something to be happy about in your life. Treat it as valuable time in your life, you
yeah.
know? And and also for the sake of Eric, make other people's lives easier too. Like,
Yeah.
there's some dog owners where they walk their dogs, they don't scoop the poop.
Oh
Scoop
yeah.
it,
Oh my
people.
god. Yeah, dude. That's
You
literally
know?
almost every other person that lives in my fucking neighborhood. There's like dog shit almost in
Like,
everyone's
guys,
yard.
be polite, be nice, and fucking be smart. I mean, it's not that hard, right,
Yeah.
guys? I mean, just especially with with a pet, take good care of it, guys. Don't
Yeah.
feed it chocolate. Don't fucking, do something stupid.
Yeah.
Just
True.
be smart, guys.
Yeah. And also,
So,
for fuck's sakes, if you are walking a dog,
hmm
please make sure you could
please
actually control your damn dog. Because
control them.
I'm not gonna lie, like, okay, this is not an attack on women, I promise, but like almost
Uh oh.
every woman that has walked a dog, they're walking a dog that's like half of their fucking size, and it's very clear she ain't the one walking the dog. She's being walked by the dog. Like she'll try pulling the dog away, but the dog's like, "No, we're staying right here." And oh, I'm gonna go, cause like when I go on my walks to go take wildlife photography, when I go walk to the national park, I do run into like a lot of women walking their dogs, but I could just see that they're struggling with their dogs, and I'm like, "Why are you the one walking the dog when your husband's right there?" Like, oh my god, like okay, men, for fuck's sakes, do not make your women walk the dogs if they cannot handle the dog.
Handle it, the
Yeah,
dog.
because
Yeah.
no, because the dog's gonna bite someone, it's gonna hurt your wife.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good for anybody.
Yeah.
You
But if
know?
there's people where they refuse to walk the dog, even though they're capable to,
Yeah.
fucking walk the dog,
Or
man.
if you have a yard,
Spread the
just
responsibilities,
just
especially if you're in a
keep them in the
family
yard.
household. Yeah,
You know?
man. Looking
Yeah.
forward to owning a dog, given these pet peeves, these gear grinders.
No, no, trust me. Having a pet is fun. It's amazing, but man, they piss me off sometimes. I love my dog, but goddamn, she gets on my nerves too. Oh my god, especially when the neighbors are out, she tries to break our window to get to them.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
know, like one day, our fear is one day she's gonna actually break through. Because, for those who
Yeah,
don't know, I have a German Shepherd. So, like, she jumps on the couch and just starts clawing out at the window anytime someone is outside.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a
Crazy.
miracle that window's not broken yet. But one day it's gonna give. One
One
day
day,
it's
right?
gonna give, and I'm gonna hear a
Should we do?
gunshot, and that my dog's gonna be dead on the floor.
That's crazy. Should we do one more gear grinder?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. If you got one, go
I mean,
for it.
I'm sure by the time we're finished, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, I should have said this. Um, but I guess the one last one I have, this is not really to anyone I know like personally in my life. It's just in general, like an audience, I'll say,
Yeah.
is athletes. Okay,
Huh.
athletes, in any sport,
Yeah.
they get paid millions, a shitload of money, right, to just play a sport. You
Yeah.
know, it's very frustrating when that individual, sport or athlete, individual does something that they should not be doing. This could be they get into trouble legally, or they say something that definitely they should not be in adjacent to following, human ethics, but also in following the league's rules and guidance. And you say something out of hand that is definitely not tolerable. And they just ruin their opportunity. Their life just goes away like that because you did something you shouldn't be. I just hate people where they don't treat the game with respect. They use that platform as they think they can abuse and do stuff that they shouldn't be, and then showing that they're not grateful from getting paid millions and millions of dollars to play a sport for a not even the whole year, for a sustained period, for a certain period of time throughout the calendar year, and you're getting paid millions of dollars for it. It's like, just be smart, guys, with how you're, you know, treating the game and how you're portraying yourself in public outside of the sport. Because I just feel like there's so many ungrateful. I mean, this can be with any industry, sure, but
Yeah,
I just see this a lot with sports, and maybe because I follow sports a lot, I
yeah.
just see so many stories and instances where athletes get into trouble or athletes say something that gets them into trouble,
They beat
and
their wives.
yeah, a lot. Yeah, that a lot. Or
Yeah,
harassment, or
yeah.
they get into legal trouble, or they say something racist, or they say something that they should not be saying, and they just throw their life away like that. And even though they're getting paid millions of dollars, they still don't know how to live life correctly. They still don't know how to act in terms of manners. They still don't know how to manage their money where they go bankrupt or whatever. Or they just think that matters everything doesn't matter except them, and for that they think they're bigger than the sport. At the end of the day, guys, you guys are athletes getting paid millions of dollars to just play a sport. Enjoy it and be grateful and great, and show some class with it, and don't do anything stupid, because like I just laugh and just have so much disappointment when I see an athlete where they get into that situation, into trouble,
Yeah.
and they basically ruin the opportunity. It's like, dude, so many people would kill to have that opportunity to play in the highest level of that sport and get paid millions of dollars for it. Anyone would kill for that. And it's like, you're so talented, you're so physically gifted to be able to play a sport like that, and you just ruin your life like that. It's just, that's such a gear grinder to me. It's like, be grateful, don't do anything stupid, don't
Yeah,
say
don't be
anything stupid,
scummy.
and don't think that you're bigger than life. No one's bigger than life. It's like, be just be smart, guys. It's like, you're getting paid millions of dollars. What's there left to complain about? And then you're just gonna do something stupid. It's like, bro.
Well,
Anyways,
I guess it's the saying, you know, they're human just like everybody else.
yeah, but sometimes they should just have a brain and know if there's something that they shouldn't do, don't do it. If you think it's gonna get you in trouble or it's going to offend a lot of people, maybe just don't say it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. If you're gonna say it to yourself, or say it internally. Don't
Yeah.
say it when the camera's out or when the lights are bright. Don't say it.
And if you say it and someone's around, you get rid of them.
Yeah. It's almost like getting rid of a crime scene. Damn.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. You
crazy.
know,
It's
you
crazy.
can't get canceled if there's no one left to cancel or to get you canceled.
Well, guys, just keep an eye on Eric. Just saying.
Uh,
Might have some intentions. You never know.
All right. Well, I think I'm good here to end it here if you are, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, unless you had one more gear grinder.
I don't. I was trying to think of one, but I'm sure the second we end it, I'm probably gonna be
You're gonna be like, oh, damn it.
Yep.
I know. But this was a good topic. Honestly, I
Yeah.
feel like we had a lot to talk about,
Yeah.
and in a way, we both let
Some
let off
steam
some
out.
steam.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, but guys, I mean, again, these are all just common topics, so don't take it the wrong way or anything. At the end of the day, these are just like,
They gotta take it the right way. Damn it.
oh,
They
oh,
need to
okay. Eric
change
said it.
and be better.
Okay, that's true. Like, actually change, guys. If you guys do fall guilty of some of these,
Yeah.
like definitely, like, especially some of the outrageous ones, like definitely, like take a step back and reflect, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
definitely.
For every viewer, listener, reflect on your life if you related to any of these things
Otherwise,
that
sit in the
pissed me
corner
off.
and think about what you did wrong.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. No, but this
We're gonna-
this is a good topic. This is
Yeah.
a good topic.
I'm
At least it
gonna
wasn't
get
like a fully
roasted.
100% political.
You're right. You're right. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Sean, do you want to leave any social where they could find you or no?
Yeah, you can follow my Twitch. I know I almost switch up my Twitch every other year, but yeah, my latest Twitch should be in the description.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I stream every now and then, not like every day, but again, please everyone subscribe to Eric. I mean, he does some great videos. I watch them a lot. It's fun.
don't
It's great.
lie.
No, I actually do though.
What's my latest
Like,
video?
I actually don't remember.
I caught his ass. I caught him.
No, but like, okay, there's times where like I actually do watch your videos, like in terms of like when there's like scary like stories or like
Yeah.
compilations of stuff. I do watch them. It's just I can't remember every single one because I feel like sometimes they're like the same topic.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
But no, like I do actually remember like some stuff. I mean, you know, it's just you caught me off guard. You know? You caught me off. No, wasn't the last video like a UFO? It was like a UFO.
Yeah, it was. Yes, yeah. It
But
was
you didn't
the,
even post like recently. That was like last week I watched that.
yeah, that's recent enough, David.
Oh, okay. I thought you posted one like today. I was like,
No,
"Well, what the
no,
fuck?
no,
I
no.
don't know what you posted today. I didn't go on YouTube today." But no, I did. The last video I do remember watching was something about UFOs.
Yeah.
But if you'd ask me what did you talk about, what
When did I
went
talk
on,
about in
I
the
don't
5
remember.
minute and 35-second mark? Go.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Maybe saying or just moaning. I don't know what you did in that
Oh.
5 minute and 30 second.
Alright.
But yes, guys, check Eric out, please.
Thank you,
Doing
thank you,
good.
thank you. Yes, and check out Sean. He's Asian
Thank you.
after all.
Okay, all right. You didn't have to out me like that.
Alright, I'm sorry. He's not Asian.
No, it's okay.
He's
Okay,
Caucasian.
all right. You don't have to lie that either, buddy. I am Asian. But I appreciate you having me on, and we look forward to the next one.
Yeah. All right. Well, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.